Hi there, welcome to this unboxing. This is for a bit of an old cult game, Castle of Magic. Bit of an oddity here. This was released in, I believe, from Board Game Geek 1991. And funnily enough, it was through playing Solar Trader, a game I've had 26 years. And we played it recently a good few times, and it is a heck of a lot of fun. It's a roll and move, but with a real some nice mechanics in it, a bit Merchant of Venus-esque. And I've seen a geek list, and it was about roll and move games, and this has got a lot of mitigation in, and it's basically a deduction game. So you've got to find a lot of different traits of other players, who you're allegiance with, who you don't, and it looks a lot of fun. And so let's have a look. Let's open it up. So I've got a sealed copy here from Noble Knight Games in the USA. I don't believe it was ever released here, and it's from that's the sellers, and it's from Riddle Master Games, and it says, the land is in chaos, a monster is lurking in the castle. Mighty wizards have arrived hoping to gain the treasures within. Each has its own devious plans for the fate of the monster. Some can compromise and work together, others are ultimately opposed. Which wizard will triumph? The challenge awaits in the Castle of Magic. In Castle of Magic, you play one of 16 different wizards with unique personal goals. You must obtain the item of power that fulfills your quest. Do you seek to banish the monster forever or control it for your own personal gain? Beware, one misstep and the monster could devour you. The adventure unfolds as you cast spells to gain power and discover the ever-changing secrets of the castle. Obtain clues about the other wizards to determine who your allies and enemies are. Make deals wisely. A carefully forged alliance can lead to victory for each player involved. Right, now the thing is, the board in this is something quite different, very abstract, and I actually love it. I love this sort of thing because it's nostalgic, it's something different. So look, we got all these, reminds me more of an old Avalon Hill, all these wizard cards here. I'm really looking forward to playing this, to be honest, and a bit of a dirty elastic there. Classic. So a load of wizard cards. Let's have a little look at what these. So you'll get one of these at random. Lord Parnak, General Jakarta, Sister Ophelia. You can see, with a load of different stats on what you've got to do in the game. So there's those there. I've read the rules to the game, and it sounds really, really great. This is the rules I've read. 10 pages, is it? Well, add a sheet to photo chip on the back. Yeah. Excuse me. And one neat mechanic is every player in their player colour gets a talk chip, and once in the game you're allowed to leave the table with whoever else you choose and discuss it in private for 5 to 10 minutes. Up to 5 to 10 minutes it says decide, and it's called a timeout, and each player's only got one talk chip and you can only use it once, so you use it wisely. You form alliances or try and it's up to you, and you don't have to tell the truth neither. So some little card there, again a bit like Avalon Hill, where you please make a few moments to answer questions. How did you learn about Castle of Magic and so forth. Tracking sheets here, so lots of them. I've got ones I can just photocopy and take out. The game board, let's have a look. This is the castle. You can tell it's been in that box for a bit of a while. It was creaking a little as I opened it, even though it's brand spanking new. So there's a little warpness in this. It needs straightening out a bit, but I will get it as flat as a pancake. It's not too bad already, actually. It just needs a bit of a back fold. Just a little bit of stretching. There we go. So there's the castle. It's a bit... People say, oh, it's gaudy colours on a grey background. Yes, it is. But it's different, isn't it? And the thing is, you move around this outside. 1991 Riddle Master Games. You move. This is the castle wall, and you move along here, and you learn stuff, and you up your stats by filling in on sheets here and ringing. So on a die roll, you're increasing your chances of stuff working, like spells. But once there's some tracks that have to be moved, certain triggers in the game before there's a barrier moved where you can move over to the keep. And once you're in on the keep, and you've got all these different stats here going on the board, all these trackers. Once the barriers come down, you can then move to the keep. You cannot go back to here. So you must make sure you've got everything you need from here before you move into the castle keep. And again, there's some other triggers before you can go into the wizard's tower. You can never go back to here. And then you've got ritual spells here that it's going to move a tracker. So there's quite a lot going on. It's quite neat. You know, a candle can be lit or candle lit, candle unlit, book closed, book open, bell silent or a ringing bell, and all these stats, different stats affect things. So yeah, you know, looks quite interesting. Here we've got some game pieces. Oh, did not expect those. We've got some sticker sheets here and a card deck. Nothing else in there. No, that's that. So we got the pawns here, quite nice actually, in my favourite colour orange, so there we go. There's your talk chip and there's your wizard, I guess. And then in red and green and blue and purple and orange, eh? Best colours. And yellow. I don't know about colourblind people, the primaries are sometimes better, aren't they, I think, for that. And then look, we've got this super pawn here. I think that's a tracker that starts in the middle, I think, on here, if I'm remembering the rules correctly, I should say. We've got a nice translucent blue counter and a red counter, must be for tracking stuff. Got some standees here and a couple of nice square edged D6s. And then in here we have that sticker sheet, 1 to 7, and then we've got Kidder, Sorrel and Maris. I think they go on the board somewhere or whatever. Or they'll go in these, won't they? They'll go inside these, and then these get placed on the board. These are nice fit plastic. And then we got this also. We have these card decks here. Amulets, crown, secret cards. There's a fantastic mechanic in this game where you can learn you have to learn the identity of other people. And apparently it's quite a unique mechanic where you're assigned a number, and if your numbers say, for instance, 50, and they've earned the right to find something out about you, you go through a deck, I think it's the secrets deck, until you find the first card with that number on it, and then you show the person, you hand the person that card, and they read the other side of the card and find out something about you, but you don't even know what they found out. And then that goes to the bottom of the deck, and then of course if it happens again, it's going to be something else they find out about you. So it's quite neat. There's quite a few neat things that are going to be going on in this game, which is what drew me to it. I think it's a game you can certainly play with a family. Move, again, you can mitigate stuff, because if you get on a move card, so orange guy here's got a move, he can pick a move card off the deck, play to move 1. So you can land on certain things you want to move on. So you can mitigate positions, play to move 3. So you're not using the die. So on your turn you can purposely say, I'm going to use one of my move cards and discard it to move a certain amount, rather than leave it to the fate of the die. Oh, there's also excuse me, a nice translucent green counter in here that I didn't first see it first. So there we go. There's, you can see some quite innovative mechanics in this game, and also it doesn't end there. The expansion, Castle Magic expansion set. There is loads and loads and loads of stuff in this book here. It's got the Cursed expansion, which is the official expansion for the game. A reprint of the Castle Cursed expansion set. It's all in here. So basically, there's tons and tons of games. It's more like RPG even, I guess. Fall of Castle Bondi, a Castle of Magic expansion set. It tells you about. I've had a little look through here. Enhancements to Castle of Magic. The player count can, because I think this starts at. Is it 3 players to? Let's have a look. I think it's
4.
Is it 4 players? Look at this, it's like yellow paper. Really
It's
like
on the top of the box.
Oh, on the top of the box, okay. That was noticed, it's on the top of the box. Yep, for 4 to 6 players, you know, for it to work properly in ages 12 to adult. Well, I think within here, in this book, you can play from solo onwards. So 1 player count, 2 player count, 3 player count, and then of course your 4 to 6 players. There's rules for all that sort of stuff in here. But what's great is there's tons of content that you just photocopy. These pages, if you wanted to, are actually perforated along here. All of them are. And you just take out a page and just keep printing off as many copies as you want. So there's lots of different things to add to the game, special abilities, and the rules for them. So, and there's just, look how thick it is. There's tons. So I don't know how much or how many expansions are in here, but there's loads. There's cards here. Look at all this lot. You photocopy it, and so you keep the book. I keep the book intact and just photocopy it. So you've got goals, and so expanding this neat, forgotten gem of a game. Look at it all. There's tons and tons and tons to add into the game. So that's going to be, you know, you get human and stuff like that. So an awful lot to add. Other role-playing games. So yeah, so it's like a bit, I guess it is like a bit of an RPG. So there's tons, a whole book of expansion content there, and we'll just have a bit of fun in the castle. But also, what's quite neat is winning conditions. There's a chart somewhere that where is it? It's neat. What can happen? I'm not sure where it is. It's on the rules are downloaded, but depending on a certain outcome, everybody might get devoured by the beast, the dragon that's in the castle, you know, and everybody gets eaten and everybody loses the game. So quite neat. That is something different, isn't it, to the table? You know, some of these old games are belters, I'm telling you. This is Castle of Magic. Right, just a little thing. I got a little card thing. I just rooted round for some bits where I could, you know, kind of, it's not pimping the game, but just sort it a little bit. Got some nice pencils there for marking the sheets. I found this little case. This was a USB cable or something came in this for all the little components. They fit really well in there. Just you know, keep this like nice old game in pristine condition. And I also thought we'd be playing with this with the kids. The wizard cards, with them being white, we don't want any markings on them that will give it away. So I've sleeved these cards. Now you might think, well, what sleeves? Well, I've actually had these Cosmic Encounter sleeves. These were from the TBG shop, TBG, which is the Thai board game shop. You can Google that. I'm not sure whether they're still going or not. I've had these sleeves a while. So they're these large sleeves. I'm on the last one now. So I've used a corner rounder on the corners so they don't ding in on the corners. I might use the corner rounder on these cards as well. I'm not sure yet. And in they go, into the sleeve. The sleeve's a bit big, but it doesn't matter. Nice sharp pair of scissors, leaving a few millimetres over. So you've got an edge there of just plastic, and a few millimetres of course on this edge as well, the long edge. Keeping it nice and straight, nice big long scissors, and then corner clip the plastic, and then it ends up with almost like a laminated effect, but of course it's not laminated, it's just in a large plain sleeve. And last corner, and there we go, we've ended up. Now of course it is open on two edges, but it will lie flat when they're holding it. You know, they pick up that, they're not getting the fingerprints or whatever, or sticky hands over stuff. And that's them all done. It took a few minutes, and that's sleeve the big wizard cards. There we go. Just a little thing I just thought I'd put on there. It's nice to see these old games getting some love, isn't it? Thanks for watching.